last matchup of the first round, which is going to be taking place on SmackDown, is going to be Neville versus Barrett, with the winner going on to face Kevin Owens. Neville versus Barrett is definitely a matchup that WWE loves to throw out there. We've seen them mix it up 1,000 times. We saw them in the King of the Ring final this year, with Wade Barrett becoming King Barrett and then going on and having the rematch at Payback 2015. We saw them at SummerSlam pairing off in that match that involved Stardust and Stephen Amell. They were just sort of thrown into there. And then at the last pay-per-view at WWE Hell in the Cell, as a part of the filler, I think this was the kickoff match with Ziggler, Cesaro, and Neville going up against Rusev, Sheamus, and Barrett. So these are two guys that have, honestly, a lot of time spent together, and they're going to know each other. Definitely, when you looked at the first-round matchups with Roman versus Big Show, Sheamus versus Cesaro, Miz versus Ziggler, a lot of the matchups in the first round are guys that knew each other pretty well. That way, WWE, I think, could go on and make sure that they had a good, strong matchup that was going to be able to go into the second round. They wanted to have good matches that people were going to remember, people with lots of good chemistry that were built to this. Easily, you think of Neville, you think of Barrett. I think that when you think of WWE's booking, you think that, we know that they're going to be facing Kevin Owens, which is the heel. I know that Wade Barrett has gotten a lot of publicity since Monday Night Raw when he got slapped by Wayne Rooney. I don't know if they're building to something that's going to be playing down on this episode of SmackDown, seeing how they'll be leaving Manchester. I don't hear of any rumors of Wayne Rooney being a part of WrestleMania or coming to the States for anything in the foreseeable future. I think this was just sort of a one-off thing to sort of give WWE a real big kick in the publicity part about going to the UK, and maybe when they go to the UK after WrestleMania next year, maybe it'll be a bigger tour because of the fact that Wayne Rooney is a big celebrity there and was a part of WWE, and they'll be wanting to see what they do to top it next time. But easily, I think that if you think about somebody going up against Kevin Owens, it's going to be Neville getting the win here. I know that when it comes to Neville and Barrett, they sort of flip-flops wins, back and forth every time these guys match up, and we've seen them wrestle countless times on Raw and on SmackDown. There's nothing really big to break down here. I think that the high-flying moves of Neville is going to get him over on Barrett. And then when we get to the second round, it's going to be Kevin Owens going against Neville. And what we're going to see is just the strong, just Kevin Owens bullying Neville and beating him down. So that way Kevin Owens can move on into being into the Final Four. I think that Kevin Owens really is one of the strong guys that can be carrying WWE with the World Heavyweight Championship. I know that he already is the Intercontinental Champion, and I don't think that they're going to replay the Jay Lethal storyline or the Seth Rollins storyline of somebody being a double champion. So I know that the odds are not in my favor to pick Kevin Owens to win this deal. I think everybody in the world has Roman Reigns as your surprise victor. But Kevin Owens is the guy that I'm holding on to, hoping gets the win in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament.